the most delicious fudgy brownies you've ever tasted. Since we're making brownies, which kid doesn't like brownies? My little niece Paula decided she wanted to help out, and she's gonna be helping us today. Say hello, Paula. She's a little bit shy at the beginning, but she's been in our YouTube channel before, and she was the best helper I could ever ask for. She loves brownies, and we're gonna be making delicious brownies today. So, without further ado, let's jump into the ingredients. For today's recipe, we're gonna need 1 cup of butter, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 ounces of coffee, 4 eggs, 2 cups of sugar, half cup of cocoa powder, half teaspoon of salt, and 1 1/4 cups of flour. The first thing we're gonna do is to preheat our oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 Celsius. So I'm gonna preheat my oven at 175 degrees Celsius. While our oven is preheating, we're gonna melt our butter. Also, if you're wondering why Paula is not speaking, if you watched the previous video where she helped us out, I mentioned she doesn't speak English, but she's happy to help. She is always asking to be in a video, right, Paula? Okay, so let's go melt our butter. I'm gonna start by microwaving my butter on intervals of 30 seconds. First 30 seconds have passed, and I'm gonna take my butter out of the microwave. As you can see, our butter is starting to get soft, but it's not quite melted. So we're gonna pop it into the microwave for another 30 seconds. Another 30 seconds have passed, and it's quite melted, but it's still missing, I think, another 15 seconds. So let's pop it back in the microwave. So our butter is completely melted, as you can see. Also, I kind of wanted to tell you guys, don't think I'm crazy for putting this inside of the microwave. We have a special microwave where you can microwave metal in it. Once we have melted our butter, we're gonna place our butter into a bowl. There you go. And next, we're gonna add our sugar. We're gonna mix them together till they're all well combined. Once you've mixed your butter and sugar, you should have a paste like this. And now we're gonna proceed to add our eggs and vanilla. And now we add the vanilla. Now we're gonna mix all of these really well till it's all combined. When you're mixing the eggs, you really wanna whisk this because we want some air to come inside of our eggs so our brownies are really fudgy. Once your mix looks something like this, we're gonna add our secret ingredient, which is the coffee. And I swear, guys, this makes a big difference with your brownies. It gives it a really delicious taste. So proceed to add your coffee. And now you guys know the drill. We mix. And again, give it a really good mix because we want some air to get into our batter. Once we've mixed all of our wet ingredients, we're gonna start adding our dry ingredients. The first one will be our cocoa powder. To do so, we're gonna need a strainer because we wanna strain our dry ingredients to make sure there are no lumps in our batter. Grab your strainer and little by little start adding your cocoa powder. Once it's in the strainer, shake it a little bit and proceed to strain all your cocoa powder. Once we've strained our cocoa powder, with the spatula, we're gonna carefully start mixing. We're gonna use our spatula because we want our air from when we whisk our eggs to stay in our batter. So grab it and fold it. And repeat this till it's all well combined. Mixing cocoa powder, it's a little bit funky sometimes because it's so dry that it's hard to incorporate with the wet ingredients. But just keep mixing until you get that consistency that you're looking for. Our cocoa powder is well incorporated to our mix, and now we're gonna proceed to add the rest of our dry ingredients, which are the flour and the salt. So start by adding your flour, and again we're gonna strain it. Once we've added the flour, we're gonna proceed to add our salt. We're gonna repeat the same step as with the cocoa powder. We're gonna fold it and mix it all together. Fold it and go around. We want the air to stay inside of our batter. And again, make sure there are no lumps on your batter. So if you see any funky lumps, just place it against your bowl and push it. We are done mixing the ingredients and your batter should look something like this. Pretty thick consistency and fudgy. This is gonna be delicious, guys. Our batter is ready to go, and now we're gonna transfer it to our baking safe dish. Before we transfer our batter, we're gonna grease our pan so the brownies do not stick to it. So I just have a piece of butter and paper, and I'm just gonna rub it all around my dish. It is really important you get to all the corners of the dish so it really doesn't stick to it. If you don't want to do it with butter, you can just spray some cooking spray or oil and it will do the same job. So our dish is all greased up, and now I'm gonna transfer my batter into my bowl. And look how fudgy our batter looks, guys. We have our batter into our dish, and now you just have to shake it a little bit to make the batter a little bit even, and tap it a couple times into the counter. Once you've done that, this is really optional, guys, but my favorite part of making brownies is just tasting the raw batter. Don't come for me, I know it might not be safe because of the raw eggs, but it's just like raw cookie dough. It's so delicious. And Paolo loves it too. It is so yummy, guys. I swear it's my favorite part of making brownies. So these babies are ready to go into the oven, and we're gonna bake them for about 40 minutes or until you pop in a knife and it comes out clean. So into the oven for 40 minutes. So 45 minutes have passed, and I'm gonna take out my brownies out of the oven. But first, I'm gonna check and make sure that they're ready. So just with a knife, poke your brownies. And if your knife comes out clean, that means they are ready. So mine are ready. Let's take them out of the oven. Our brownies are out of the oven, and now the next step will be to run a knife throughout our pans. So we're gonna grab the knife and run it through the edges of our brownie so it's easier to remove it from the dish later on. The next step will be to let it cool down so we can eat it. Our brownies have cooled down, and now it's time to cut them. Because of the size of my dish, I believe I can get around 9 to 12 brownies, so we'll see how many do we get. So I think I'm gonna do 9, 2 lines and then 2 lines. That will be an equal of 9. So let's just cut it through here first. Flip it around. And there you have it, guys. At this point, your brownies are ready to go. But since we're really extra, I like to add a little bit of powdered sugar on top of it. So let's go and do that. So you're gonna need a strainer and then add about 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar. And now with your strainer, just shake it all over your brownies. As you can see, it's just a little bit of powdered sugar that goes on it, and that's it. So there you have it, guys. Your delicious fudgy brownies. Okay guys, so Paula can't wait no longer to eat the brownies. Let's try them out. ¿Lista para probar los brownies? See, let's try them out, guys. So just with your spatula, place it in there and pull it out. And look how fudgy it looks, guys. I'm so excited to try it out. Let's get one more for myself, because yes, I'm eating a full one. And now let's try them out. It is really, really good, guys. Good thumbs up. Okay, she says the brownie is good. So if it's kids approved, it means the brownie is delicious. It is really good, guys. My favorite thing to do is to eat brownies and just like have a glass of milk right next to you and just drink it. Then bite your brownie. It's so, so good. So I hope you guys liked the video and the recipe. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, turn on the bell notification button, and leave me a comment. If you also want to follow me on my journey, I will be linking my social media down below. Thank you guys for watching and see you guys on the next video.